Good afternoon and welcome to Trinity University and our game today here in San Antonio between New Jersey City University and Howard Payne University. And we are still awaiting to see if we are going to get this one started. As you can see there on the screen now, the rain coming down, the heaviest that it has all morning. And it was supposed to be completely letting up by 1 o'clock game time start. But as you can see, we've got a little bit of rain to get us underway. And it looks like they are going to be okay with it. And we will be underway here before too long. The Gothic Knights and the Yellow Jackets playing a single game here today. And New Jersey City will be playing later tonight against the hometown Tigers of Trinity. And that one set to begin at 7 o'clock. And of course, that will depend largely on the weather situation here for this one, but then also what we get as far as rain goes the rest of the way. Starting lineups, I'll take you through those real quick. And we'll start first with Howard Payne, who's going to be the home team. It's going to be Carson Wirt, Ben Shart, Jonathan McKay, R.J. Roberts, Stephen Pruitt, Derek Gifford, Seth Stevens, David Paleo, and Cade Vericchio starting for the Yellow Jackets. On the other side, for the Gothic Knights of New Jersey City, Michael Moreo, Brandon Rivera, Justin Wiltsey, Ricky Voss, Juan Pena, Miguel Valentin, Leo Colon, Joe Valentine, and Jimmy Vizzoni. Those will be our starting lineups. So we are just about ready to begin. Howard Payne in the white. It'll be New Jersey City in the green tops and gray pants. And leading us off will be Michael Moreo. And the first pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. Moreo batting just 167 here to start. And swings through that one. Starting pitcher for Howard Payne, Ethan Cerna, looking to bring his season totals down. Missing inside with a ball. That one also missing out of the zone. I believe what is a 3-1 pitch. That will miss. And we will have Moreo down at first. That'll bring up Brandon Rivera. Three RBIs and 4 runs scored in 6 games for Rivera. He'll have 1 on and nobody out. That pitch will catch the outside corner. Cerna with a walk to Moreo to get us started. On 5 pitches, he stands over at first. Second baseman Rivera. 0-1 on the count. That will miss. Now 1-1. Cerna delivers. And that one comes inside. The runner is going to take off. And Maria will be down to second. I believe the count now 2-1. Here for Rivera. Maybe looking to bunt, and that one will be right down in front of the plate, and out by a half step will be Rivera, but it'll go down as a sacrifice bunt, and that will move Moreo over to third base. And there is one down here for the Gothic Knights. They bring up Justin Wiltse. Wiltsey. Batting .318 with RBI and a run scored, and has a chance to bring home another. So Moreo stands on third base. Serna comes back inside with a well-placed strike. Wiltsey batting third in right field today. And the 1-1 will miss. That one's going to go to the backstop. And coming around to score is going to be Moreo. And the Gothic Knights will have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. As we mentioned earlier, this game started with decently heavy rainfall. It is lessened just a bit, but that ball is still super slick, and that one getting away from Serna. Apologize for the delay. Wiltsey grounds out to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. And Serna trying to escape out after a leadoff walk comes around to score. Now 1-1 to Ricky Voss. And Voss will swing through, now behind in the count 1-2. Serna delivers that one. Gets away, no harm done though, with nobody on. That will miss and run the count full. Payoff pitch jammed into right field, and that will get through. And it will be a base hit for Ricky Voss. Game's first hit, and the second base runner now for the Gothic Knights. 2 out and 1 on. Juan Pena will be your hitter. Trying to turn his season around after just a few games early in. That one will miss up top. Cerna behind and will step off. The 1-0. A little bit of a break to it, and it catches the zone coming all the way across towards the hitter. And Pena has a 1-1 count. Sarna delivers. That one's down low. It will get away from Stevens, and going down to second is going to be Voss. Now a runner in scoring position for Juan Pena. Gothic Knights already with one across. It was a leadoff walk by Michael Moreo. 5 pitches. And a couple of miscues at the plate allowed him to come around. Sacrifice bunt thrown into the mix. And that one nearly hitting Pena. It'll be 3-1. First base is open with Voss on second. Cerna checking Voss. Delivers to the plate. That's going to miss low, and it will be another walk, second of the inning, issued by Cerna. And we'll have to wait until the Gothic Knights are out there on defense to see if they have any better luck with the grip. Right now, Cerna not enjoying a first inning for himself. Miguel Valentin steps to the plate now, and the left fielder will look at strike one. He's got 2 on. Pena at first, Voss at second. Now Cerna, after Voss, a little bit of movement, will step off. Cerna to the plate, missing wide. It's 1-1. That one fouled off and out of our screens, and has appeared to have gone out of play. Normally we have a full student crew helping us with all the camera angles and everything else, but for the moment, Trinity University is here on spring break, so vast majority of our students have departed campus. I'll try to get you the best looks at everything. That one shot off into left field and going back and not going to get to it. It's going to be a 3-run homer for Miguel Valentin, and that will make it 4-0 here in the first. The Gothic Knights taking advantage early. 3-run shot by Valentine. I'll take another look at it. Down into the zone and sends it out into left center, just to the right of the scoreboard. And a rough first inning continues for Cerna. Started off with a walk, sacrifice, then got a ground out. And a walk, or excuse me, a single, a walk, and then a 3-run homer. That'll bring up Leo Colon. Colon batting in the 7th spot. As the base is empty, as 4 of his teammates have already come across home plate here in the first. Cerna delivers this one, chopped over to third. Taking it will be Riccio, and he will throw over to Roberts, and that will end the top half of the 5th. But the excitement for the Gothic Knights was a 3-run homer by Miguel Valentin, and they are on top 4-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. You can see the Yellow Jackets line up there, and it's going to be Wirt to lead us off. The first pitch is going to miss outside. Wirt batting 326. The Yellow Jackets already playing 17 games, coming in at 7-10 here on the season. Into the second week of March, so just 5 weeks into the season from when the season could technically have started. And pitching for the Gothic Knights is going to be Ian Ambrose. His 3rd appearance, he's 0-1. Would love to work on his ERA, but he's got a great strike-to-walk ratio. And a nice pitch on the interior there. We'll bring him back now 3-1 on the count. did mention we'd like to see how the Gothic Knights do on top of the hill, because it's hard to say that first inning against Cerna was Cerna just having a bad outing. Had a very wet ball to start with, wet conditions all around, and try to keep it as dry as possible. And you've got the rosin bag, but sometimes it's very difficult to get a grip with the rain coming down that way. And a check swing, and that will be strike 3. Let's take another look. Coming through just a touch. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And it'll take us to it's fouled out, excuse me. That one takes us to Ben Shart. And it looks like we may have already had Ben Shart batting. That one comes inside for a strike, now behind 0-2. Sorry, the live stats have a slight mistake. It looks like they've got number 8 in at the 2 spot. That one lifted but foul. Big 3-run homer from Miguel Valentin in the top half of the first, pacing the Knights here so far. That one chopped over. And from third, the throw is going to get away, and Shart will reach on an error. There's the chopper over to third. Fielded nicely, and then maybe a little rushed on the throw. Skipped in. And that will allow Shart to reach. Bring up McKay. And Jonathan McKay will take first pitch for a ball. Throw back to first. Nice save by Voss. Error charge to Moreo earlier. Ambrose delivers this one, shot into right field. There's going to be 2 aboard with 1 down here for the Yellow Jackets. Base hit by McKay. The Yellow Jackets' first of the day. Now 2 aboard here for R.J. Roberts. Roberts already 5 home runs on the season, 12 RBI. time called. R.J. Roberts with the full workman's glove. He's not messing around. Already 5 homers on the season in 17 games. That one fouled off of Stevens, and going to get a base hit out of it is R.J. Roberts. I'll take another look. Sorry, I thought it was fouled off the catcher. It hit off of Ambrose's glove and then just skipped away. Had a loud pop that I thought maybe he'd fouled it back. And obviously, as they let play continue, that would not have been a foul ball. It's going to bring up Pruitt. Stephen Pruitt will bat with the bases loaded here now for the Yellow Jackets. So already 4 runs in the top half of the first. Pruitt at 500 average. And he'll take outside for ball 2. Going to get a mound visit. Doesn't look like Ambrose has the wild control that Cerna had early on, but he's definitely not on top of his stuff. Howard Payne 1 swing away from tying the game. Conversely, New Jersey City 1 swing away from getting out of here with a double play. It all kind of depends on Pruitt and Ambrose. That one will miss. Now 3-0. Has nowhere to put him. Ambrose will need to come in with strikes. The 3-0. He'll catch the top corner for strike 1. Strikeout to start the inning, then a throwing error. That one lifted out of play. Strikeout to start, a throwing error, and then back-to-back singles here for McKay and Roberts. That leaves us with Pruitt. Ambrose looking to get out of the inning. And he might have jammed Pruitt, and he does. And not going to try to deal with maybe throwing the ball away. Thought maybe he might have had a chance to double up Roberts, but Cerna is going to, or excuse me, Ambrose is going to just take the 1 out. That'll also make all of the potential runs in this inning unearned. Bring up Derek Gifford. Gifford will take high for ball 1. And Ambrose working his ERA now down under 10. And the 1-0 is a nice breaking ball. Drops out of the bottom. Gifford. Now with the rain starting to come back. Base is still loaded there for Howard Payne. The 1-1 from Ambrose. Swung on and into the outfield, down the line at first. And that'll bring across 1 run, 2 runs now. And Roberts trying to make his way all the way across. And he will be in safely. It will be a triple for Derek Gifford. And that'll make the score 4-3. Gothic Knights still holding on to the lead, but the Yellow Jackets cutting into that one pretty significantly. Seth Stevens will be the hitter. I'll take one more look at Gifford's shot. Just past the diving first baseman into the outfield. Not allowed the runs to score. Now back to live action. You see the rain starting to come down fairly heavily. Once again, seeing a lot of action here. Seth Stevens will send that one into the outfield and into the gap. That will tie the game. And making his way to second is going to be Stevens. So a triple and now a double by Howard Payne. The Yellow Jackets squared this one at 4. No one just left up in the zone. They're just not going to get to it. "4-4. Stevens now on second. And it'll be the 8-hole hitter, David Paleo. San Antonio native went to Brandeis. Swings and foul tips off that one. And the count now 0-2. And a couple of dry baseballs. See if that will help the pitching here. Ambrose is going to step off. And Paleo will go to first, and making the play himself. Will be the first baseman, Voss. And we are through 1, both teams exploding offensively. We'll be back for the second inning in just a moment. Joe Valentine will step in to lead off the second inning. He will take in for strike one. Rough go for Cerna in the first. And he's back out there, and the Reins are back out there with him. A decent rain, but it looks, I'm going to say, between the shot here that you see of Valentine and the one from center field. The one from center field looks like it's absolutely dropping buckets out there, but that'll be a foul tip to stay alive. 0-2. See a lot of things pitchers have to deal with there. A little bit of the mud off of the mound, especially right there at the rubber. Then needing to deal with the grip of the ball, and you see Cerna trying to come with a breaking ball. And just really hard to maintain the grip. That one shot over to third. And making the play. The Varicio over to Roberts. And Cerna doing a good job to get the first out of the inning. Now we'll see Jimmy Vizzoni. First pitch missing outside. Cerna can't quite get that one across and reach 40 pitches. He's only given up 2 hits, but he does also have 2 walks. And they've all come around to score, and they've all been earned. Well, virtue of a error early on in the inning, all 4 runs against Ambrose will go unearned in that last half inning. Called strike on 3-0. And a big swing and a miss from Vizzoni. That one lifted into the outfield, or excuse me, the shallow outfield. Going back just on the edge of the dirt is going to be Paleo, and it'll be 2 down. So that'll do for the 8 and 9 spot. Now we're back to the top of the order. Michael Moreo. Moreo will stand in. Drew a walk, scored a run in his first at-bat. Ahead in the count, 1-0. It was a 5-pitch walk the last time, and there is strike 1. Cerna looking to work a 1-2-3 inning. Will miss, make it 2-1. And that will also miss. You can see the look on Cerna's face. It looks like he just knows that he's not able to get the grip he wants. Missing with most of the breaking balls. Fastballs have looked pretty solid so far, and now he's going to ask for a new ball. And if it continues to rain the way that it is now, I wonder how much longer we'll push out. Normally we don't call unless it's heavy rain or if there's lightning in the area. A little frustration from Cerna maybe with the mound. Let's see. Talked about that mud earlier. Just that deep, heavy clay, and when it gets wet, there's not enough dry stuff out there. It's kind of a pain to deal with. Justin Wiltsey, or excuse me, Brandon Rivera checking up. Wiltsey will be on deck. So the second walk for Moreo will cancel Cerna's bid for a 1-2-3 inning. But looking to get out of here unscathed as he did in the first. And it's going to be a stolen base for Moreo. Stevens, not much he could do with it. Breaking ball down low towards the dirt. Rivera now with a runner in scoring position to bring him around and retake the lead with a base hit. Sort of checks, now delivers. And that one over to short, fielded by Gifford. Over to Roberts, and that will do it. So not the 1-2-3 inning, but effective nonetheless. Cerna coming back out with a strong second inning compared to his first. And after 1.5, we're still tied at 4. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Bottom half of the second inning. And Ambrose not getting the call. Bottom of the order for Riccio for the Yellow Jackets. Eight RBI from down at the bottom of the order. 6 runs scored. And the third baseman heading to count 3-0. That one inside. That'll be ball 4. leadoff runner on now for the Yellow Jackets. So they go back to the top of the order. Carson Wirt. 0 for 1 today. Struck out to begin Howard Payne's inning. They would later come around and score 4. And a big bases loaded clearing triple by Derek Gifford. Vericchio, check over on him, and he's just back ahead of the tag. Rain lightning just a bit, much like it did for the Knights when they came out on defense. It picked up a little bit into their fielding frame. So see, it's coming down, but barely registering on video. The runner goes, and the throw will be late. So still on base for Vericchio, and he'll be in scoring position. Left fielder stands in with a 1-2 count, looking maybe to move teammate 90 feet over. That'll miss, now 2-2. Ambrose checks Vericchio, now goes inside, and he's going to hit Wirt on the 2-2 pitch. Nobody out, and runners on first and second. Didn't look like he lost control of the grip or anything. It looks like he just brought it too far inside. And maybe looking to push the runners over is going to be Ben Shart. The throw down to third will be late, and the 2 runners will advance. Vericchio, another stolen base. I believe Wirt's going to get credit for one as well. Actually, being told that batter is going to be Nolan Box, just wearing number 15 today. He's 0 for 1. Reached on a throwing error by Michael Moreo at third base. Now he has 2 in scoring position. And Ambrose needing to find something here. Misses there, now 3-0. You can see action down in the Knights bullpen. Has first base open. Runners on second and third now, nobody down. Not charged with an earned run in the first inning, but he did give up 4. That'll miss. Bases are loaded for the Yellow Jackets. That will bring up McKay. Jonathan McKay with the game's first hit for Howard Payne. And he roped it into right field. So it'll be Ambrose's game here for the moment. McKay looking to get a few RBIs if he can get another single. Waiting on deck is R.J. Roberts. That one just foul. And the gentleman with the giant umbrella, I think, has given the all clear that it is no longer raining. McKay will try to sprinkle a few more runs across for the Yellow Jackets. Down 0-2 in the count. Ambrose doesn't waste it, comes in with it, forces McKay to swing and foul it off. Riccio at third, Word at second, and Box over at first. McKay looking to do something with it. 0-2. That one lifted, left field. Making the catch and tagging will be the Yellow Jackets, now taking a 5-4 lead. And Jonathan McKay will have a sac fly. Yellow Jackets grab the lead. Riccio comes in, giving them the 5-4 lead. Even though Ambrose has the out, things are not going to get any easier. Stepping to the plate, it's going to be R.J. Roberts. One for one with the jam shot single off of Ambrose's glove earlier. And it trickled away. And you see, no use for batting gloves, just grab a full-on pair of workman's gloves. Definitely has a look of somebody with 5 home runs on the year. Runners go. No contest on the throw as Valentine can't hold on to it. Now Roberts with 2 in scoring position, still 1 down. As we are nearly an hour into this contest, we've had 10 outs. Valentine recovers nicely after that one hits the far outside. Two one will break in nicely, even the count at 2. Word at third, Box at second. Ambrose looking for the strikeout on the 2-2, and that will just be fouled off by Roberts. We'll do it once again. That one's going to get away, but it's kept close enough, especially going down towards that third baseline. It's going to cause Wirt to hold. That does make it a full count now for Roberts. First base empty. Pruitt waits on deck. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. We've already had one home run in the game. Miguel Valentin, the left fielder for New Jersey City, back in the first inning. 3-run shot. That one will be fouled off. Roberts doing a great job here, pushing the pitch count high. Ambrose now stands at 56 pitches. And he's going to make 57 a strikeout. R.J. Roberts will be down on strikes for the second out of the inning. That'll take us 2 on, 2 down for Stephen Pruitt. 0 for 1 on the day. Was officially called out on an infield fly. Popped up to the pitcher. First pitch swinging, will go foul. Waiting on deck if Pruitt can reach will be Gifford. Gifford with a 3-run bases clearing triple. An inning ago. Would love to get another shot with the bases loaded. Pruitt looks at the breaking ball down and away. 1-1. Now 2-1. Payne started the season off 3-1, knocking off the University of St. Thomas in their first year with baseball. A 4-game set. That one's popped up. And another pop-up for Pruitt, and that one will end the threat here from the Yellow Jackets, but they do score 1. They take the lead 5-4. We have played 2 complete. We'll be back in just a bit. And Justin Wiltsey led us off with a base hit. And we'll take a look at it one more time. He's absolutely ripping it through the left side. And so he'll be on. Ricky Voss comes through, and he puts that one deep into the outfield. And gone. A quick change of events here for New Jersey City. Ricky Voss, the game's second home run, joining his teammate Neil Valentine with the home run. And just like that, the Gothic Knights back in front. Take one more look at Voss's home run, and that one into the parking lot here at Trinity. That's going to bring up Juan Pena. Pena with a walk back in the first inning. And a fantastic diving stop. What a throw and a fantastic reach. It was Vericchio with the throw. More importantly, it was Roberts with the reach. Keep that one alive, and they will retire Juan Pena. Who's just missed a base hit. I'll take us to Valentine. That was his fireworks back in the first inning that got us started. 3-run homer. His first run and RBIs, and Cerna tries to field that one off the mound. We'll see if it's given a base hit or if it's given an error. Wiltsey singled to start the inning. Then Ricky Voss on the very next pitch went deep. It's basically 2 pitches, 2 runs. Then Pena grounded out to third on a fantastic play by Vericchio, and then Valentine's going to reach by way of an error. And this one floated out into right field. Coming in to make the catch is going to be Box. Now there's 2 down. Oh, we have some extended innings for the first 2, and got a lot of excitement and everything here for the third. Joe Valentine will step in. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to third, his first appearance back in the second. Batting .571 on the year. Rips that one through the left side. And there'll be 2 on. 4th base runner of the inning so far. You gotta wonder how long Cerna will get to last. Yeah, we'll take another look. Just absolutely pounding that one all over the top of it. Valentine now 1 for 2 on the day. That gives way with 2 on for his teammate, Jimmy Vizzoni. Although, we may have a pinch hitter. And we indeed will. I guess it's Dan McLaughlin. McLaughlin 0 for 1 today. Or excuse me, 0 for 0. And it was his counterpart going 0 for 1. We'll be back to the top of the order with Moreo next. If McLaughlin's able to reach. Heading the count now 2-0. Cerna and Ambrose both about 60 pitches through 2. Not what you want to see out of your starting pitcher, but a non-conference, non-regional game. Tend to have strange things happen. And with weather conditions being the way that they are, you hope that your pitcher can find his breaking stuff. Be able to get out of innings fairly quickly. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk for McLaughlin. He's officially into the books now, but he didn't have to do anything. Bases are going to be loaded as we go back to the top of the order. Michael Moreo. Moreo officially 0 for 0 today. 2 walks. He went on and scored on the first one. He was left out there back in the second inning. Cerna still cannot bring a strike in for Moreo. On 11 pitches to him. He's now thrown just 2 strikes. There's a strike. Make it 1-1. Cerna will step off. I think he likes the same sign. Just wanted to reset the rhythm. Breaking ball, miss outside, now 2-1. Valentine at third, Valentine at second, McLaughlin over at first.
Lower your neck. Head up. Throw a ground ball here.
Moreo getting ready. Starting with a delayed delivery. He'll miss outside again, now 3-1. If he walks Moreo this time, he gets an RBI. Hasn't had one yet. Of course, led off the game. Did come around, score a run. He's gotten on base both times. It's exactly what you want out of a leadoff hitter. 70th pitch for Cerna. It's going to be a strike. Full count now for Moreo. Rivera waits on deck. See if Moreo gets a pitch he likes. Does, but he pops it up. This one will stay in the infield. And Cerna's going to handle it himself, and that will be it for the top half of the third inning. But New Jersey City and a 2-run Ricky Voss home run have retaken the lead. And we head to the bottom of the third with the Gothic Knights on top of the Yellow Jackets by a score of 6-5. You can see it's going to be a pitching change here for the Gothic Knights. Tom Paul into pitch. His 4th appearance on the year. I'd like to see if we can find a way to bring down that ERA. The Knights, the team 8.25 ERA coming into this one. And a first pitch, single down into right field. Just absolutely hammered by Gifford, who's now 2 for 2. That one not necessarily down the line like the first one was, but enough of a rope to get it through the side. Just not much that Rivera or Voss could do with that one. And now another first pitch swinging, but a shot right at Valentin over in left field. And so Stevens, one pitch. He was 1 for 1 with a double. He sends a great stroke out into left field, but he'll now be 1 for 2. I don't think it's to the bottom of the order, or excuse me, in the 8th spot. It's going to be Paleo. First pitch swinging as well, so they like what they're seeing here from Tom Paul. They've absolutely hammered 3 consecutive pitches. That's going to prompt Joe Valentine to come out and have a few words here with Paul. Paleo, first at bat, was over to Voss, who took it unassisted. That ended the first inning. Throw back over. Gifford in plenty of time. Also the throw sailed high. Can kind of get a sense the sun's starting to pop back out, and a beautiful breaking ball. The throw down to second. Not going to beat Gifford, who will steal a base. Quite a few stolen bases here today. That'll be the 3rd for the Knights. So he just gets a great jump. Good throw. Or excuse me. The 3rd for Howard Payne, excuse me. The Knights have 2 themselves. Paleo's going to get hit by the pitch, so he will now occupy first base. Started talking about it last half inning. Howard Payne starting the season off 3-1. And then they played a few other teams here that are notable to South Texas fans here in the SCAC. University of Dallas took 2 games against them, as did Schreiner, taking a single-game doubleheader. Then Howard Payne started to get off to the right spot. Took a 3-game series, 2 out of 3 against East Texas Baptist, who's always very tough. And then took a 2 out of 3 game series against Laterno. And then they kind of hit a brick wall, losing an 8-5 contest, and then 6-0 and 11-1 at UT Dallas up in Richardson. And they will have Blackburn tomorrow in Brownwood. Yellow Jacket fans catch that one at Don Shepherd Park. That one's scheduled for a 1 o'clock start. As for the Gothic Knights, they've started off 0-6. They were supposed to play 2 more games, but had them postponed due to cold temperatures and rain over in Swarthmore. Started off losing a 3-2 game against Stevens. Runner goes. And the throw down was just too high. So it'll be a double steal. The Knights dropped a 3-2 game at Stevens back at the end of February. Valentine just came up perfectly throwing, but would have needed to have that one right into the mitt of McLaughlin for it to pan out for him. And they're still going to try to show sacrifice bunt, but it's not going to fall in for a strike. There's Riccio, who's 0 for 0 with a walk, now has first base open and is ahead in the count 2-1. Losses to McDaniel and Swarthmore on the road. That one's bunted foul. It'll be 2-2. And lost 15-5 game at Mount St. Mary's. Played a doubleheader on Saturday against Texas Lutheran. The 2018 NCAA Division III national runners-up took both of those, 14-1 and 6-0. Fouled off as well. You have this game here before they play 2 against Trinity. First game is set for 7 o'clock tonight. We'll have that one for you, and we'll have tomorrow's game as well. That one, a 2 o'clock start. And then they head over up I-35 for a spell, and they'll stop in Georgetown, take on J.C. Bunch and the Southwestern Pirates before they head back to the Northeast, play Moravian. Then March 19th, they get their first home game against Drew. A strikeout for Tom Paul. As Riccio goes down on strikes, it'll be Wirt. We're a strikeout and a hit by pitch today. .318 average. 9 runs out of the leadoff spot. Hits this one over to second. It'll be fielded by Rivera. Throws over in time. And for the first time, the Gothic Knights hold the lead after an inning. They still lead 6-5 as we go to the fourth. We'll be back in just a bit. New man on the mound will be Kobe Hasty, and the first year out of San Angelo. Looking to get some work, only his second appearance on the year. And he'll be stepping in again. It's Brandon Rivera. Check swing over to Hasty. Dives off the mound. Now he's going to have to make a throw. It wasn't pretty, but it's effective. And there's one down. And we'll take another look. Hasty jumping off the mound and slipping. Able to make the throw over, and then you hope that he's okay with the hamstrings. Double check them, and they're going to let him throw a pitch or two, make sure he's good. Before Wiltsey steps up. Looks like he landed okay. Says he's good to go. You just have to be a little concerned about guys coming off that mound. They've got cleats on, but so we talked about that clay before. It'll jam up your cleats, and then you're just out there on skates. So with one down, it'll be Wiltsey. 1 for 2 today. 333 on the year. Had a single back in the third. Came around and scored. Hasty will miss. 1-1. Top of the fourth inning, and if you're just joining us, missed a lot of the fireworks early on. 4 runs apiece for the Knights and the Yellow Jackets in the first inning. Gothic Knights had a 3-run shot from Miguel Valentin, and then answering was Derek Gifford, with a bases clearing triple. Then a 2-run shot inning ago here by Ricky Voss, who's on deck. Giving the lead back to the Gothic Knights, and they will have a runner on for Voss once again as the walk to Wiltsey. Ringo Voss now 2 for 2, batting 333 on the year, now 6 RBI, 2 home runs. He lasered a shot into the parking lot over in right field. Valentin's was a shot just to the right side of the scoreboard out and left. First baseman looks in. Hasty delivers, the runner goes. And it's going to be an easy stolen base for Wiltsey. Stevens not even attempting the throw down. And Wiltsey jumped that one before Hasty was even into his windup. Now runner in scoring position. That'll miss high. 3-0. We have seen some command issues here today. 7 walks combined in this game. And that'll be an 8th. Calls out a couple of hit batters. 2 on and 1 down. It's going to be Juan Pena to step in. Pena is 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded out to third after the home run by Voss back in the third. Runners go. The throw down the third. And it's another stolen base. Another double steal in this game. Another good jump there by Wilsey. That one shot up the middle. That's going to bring the run across. And a nice defensive play from Gifford. It's been productive offensively and then shows a little bit of the leather. But the double steal will allow the run to come across. And the Gothic Knights will lead 8-0. RBI for Juan Pena. Deep into the hole. Gifford spins around. Nice strong throw over to first. 7-5 for the Knights. Valentin back up. Already with a home run today. 1 for 2. His first run RBI of the year. All coming on that one swing. Chopped foul over at third base. 7-5 Knights. Pull a lot of the score bug information for you there on the lower right from these stats, and every now and then those take a moment to update. That one's left high. I would say that we're in the clear for the rain, but I'll be wrong if I say that, so let's just not say it at all. We still have one more game after this one to play. Getting a bit of blue skies. Foss at third. 2 down in the inning. 1 run already across. 7-5. Gothic Knights take the lead, and that'll be all they get here in the fourth. Hasty with the strikeout. Valentin down on strikes. We go to the middle of the fourth. It's a 2-run lead for New Jersey City. We'll be back in just a bit. Bottom half of the fourth inning, and it's going to be the 2-3-4 spot here for Howard Payne. And we'll lead off with Nolan Box. Box wearing number 15 today. Number 8 on the roster. Second pitch swinging. It's going to be lined over to third, and McLaughlin's going to take it to Voss. It'll be one down. Box with a hammered shot over to third, and if he could have gotten it a foot over, might have got that one through. But it was not to be, and there's one down for Jonathan McKay. McKay 1 for 1 so far in the first inning. He had a single. And he had a sacrifice fly back in the second over in the left field. It was able to give Howard Payne the advantage at 5-4. They have not scored since. Tom Paul out there for his second inning of work. Brings that one a bit far inside. Now 3-0 for McKay. It's going to be Roberts on deck. And that'll miss. 4-pitch walk for Jonathan McKay, and the center fielder. My best guess is he's on second before too long. We've seen a number of stolen bases by both teams today. Put himself into potential scoring position for R.J. Roberts. Roberts a strikeout victim his last time up, but a single back in the first inning. Throw over, and McKay might have been 10 feet off the bag, able to get back easily. Runner goes. And pretty much what we've seen today. Get on first, take second. Whether it's a combination of two teams that like to run or something they've seen from the opposing catchers, we've seen quite a few stolen bases. And Roberts now 0-2. Paul checks the runner, goes home. The 0-2 dribbled off. Paul will field. Runner will advance. So Roberts thinking maybe it was a foul ball. I think that's what they're going to call. So the runner back, no. Just judging by the umpire, it looked like maybe he was going to change it to a foul ball call, but it will be an out against Roberts. And they're 2 down now. Stephen Pruitt will step in. Oh for 2 today, had an infield fly and then popped up to the third baseman. So 2 pop-ups on the infield for Pruitt. Batting .375 currently on the year. And he takes first 2 high for a ball. Now 3-1. McKay over at third. A 5-pitch watch. And Pruitt on for the first time today. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Take us to the 6th spot, and 2 for 2 on the day. Derek Gifford. He's got a couple of RBI. Triple in the first, brought in 3, and then a single in the third. Made his way around to third. Paul ahead 0-1. See if the runner makes his way to second to put 2 in scoring position. It does. The throw down is cut off by Paul. It was actually just throw back to Paul. Pruitt over to second. McKay still at third. And Gifford. Chance to tie the game with a base hit. Lifts this one. Right field, but it's going to drop into the waiting arms of Justin Wilsey. And it's a 7-5 lead after 4 for the Gothic Knights. We'll be back for the 5th in just a bit. Top of the 5th inning. And the first pitch by Kobe Hasty in for Leo Colon, in for a strike. Second pitch back to Hasty. He's fielded his position quite a few times today. He'll make the 3rd out for himself. There's 1 down here in the 5th. That will take us over to Joe Valentine. And as Hasty ties his shoe, Valentine is 1 for 2. Single back in the 3rd. That one over towards the second base side. He'll fire that one over, and he's going to reach on an error. Gifford sailing it high. No extra base on that one as Howard Payne's able to recover quickly, but base runner now for the Knights. He just comes up throwing that one a little bit high. Be an error on Gifford. Bring up McLaughlin, who walked his first plate appearance. He came in back in the second inning. Took over at third base. Something happening in completely out of our view. We've got a pinch runner. Luigi Luna will come in to run. McLaughlin at the plate. That one chopped up the middle. Could be two. Gifford starts it. Over to Paleo, over to Roberts, and that will be it. So Gifford helps make up for the error that he committed. And the first double play of the day will take us out of the top of the fifth. We'll take one more look at it as we go to break. We'll be back for the bottom half in just a bit. Bottom half of the fifth inning, and it's going to be Seth Stevens, the catcher, stepping in against Tom Paul. First pitch, missing outside for a ball. That'll be fouled back. It'll be 1-1. Stevens, they double back in the first inning. That brought around Gifford after his triple. Then he lined out hard to Valentin and left. That was called for a strike. So 2-2. Ropes that one into left field. Down the line. It's already got one double today. And make it 2. Valentin will corral that one and bring it back in. Seth Stevens, 2 for 3, 2 doubles. And maybe just what the Yellow Jackets needed to get going here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. You see just right down the line and easily a double. I'll bring up Paleo. Hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning and grounded out to Voss at first, back in the 1st. San Antonio native. Takes for strike 1. Now 0-2, nobody down. Stevens over at second. Paleo will put it in play. Over to short, where he'll be retired. Moreo over to Voss. Running well in that play. In front of the play by Moreo is Stevens. He'll make his way down to 3rd. So not technically a sacrifice, but helpful nonetheless. Paleo moving the runner over. And we'll get mound visit here as we take a look at the replay. Just kind of jammed it up off the dirt in front of the plate. And almost beat it out, but a step behind. Throw by Moreo. And it'll be a new pitcher. Yes. And coming into the game is going to be Chris Bergalowski. We'll take a quick moment while he warms up, and we'll be back. Be one down, runner on 3rd for Howard Payne when we return. Bergolowski allowing a foul ball. And Riccio 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. And he is going to reach on a base hit, and he'll get an RBI single out of it. And Howard Payne now falling behind just 7-6. Let's take a look at that one more time, as that was a bit precarious there for Bergolowski. Took that one as a kick save and a beauty, but not what you need here. That'll take us back to the top of the order with Wirt. Wirt's 0 for 2 today, but 311 average on the year, 834 OPS. 9 runs out of the leadoff spot, that one coming inside. And the runner will move down to second, as they do all day today. And that's going to hit Wirt. It almost seems that just as first base becomes vacated by the stolen base or the pass ball wild pitch scenarios, that it is occupied shortly after. We've had that happen on numerous occasions. We've got a mound visit here momentarily. We got 2 on and 1 down. It's a 1-run game for the Gothic Knights. We'll be back in just a bit. Yeah, welcome back. Paul Tanicheli in for the Gothic Knights. And he is up against Box. Nolan Box First pitch swinging into the infield. And it'll be one down in the inning. It's going to bring us to McKay with 2 on. And Jonathan McKay, a single, sacrifice, and a walk. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And a balk will be called. Just didn't set. Okay, hitting .322 now. Knuckleball comes in. First pitch swinging into shallow center. Going back on it is going to be Rivera and Moreo. I believe Moreo. Now it's going to be Rivera that's going to hold on to make the catch. And that will do it for the bottom half of the 5th. But Howard Payne scratches across one more, and they cut that lead in half. It's now 7-6 for the Gothic Knights. We'll be back for the top of the 6th in just a bit. So we head to the top of the 6th. Let's look at how the 5th ended. And coming into your screen here in just a moment, it's going to be Rivera. He makes the catch and takes down Moreo. And JCU will start off with Moreo here, and he'll be followed by Rivera. They just can't stay away from each other. Middle infielders and batting 1-2 in the order. Wiltsey will bat 3rd. Hasty back out there for the 3rd inning he's worked. Hasn't allowed a hit, but he's given up 2 walks, allowed an earned run. Hasty will issue his 3rd walk. It's going to be a 4-pitch variety to start off the 6th. Get one more look. That one pretty good, just missing. We've got a conference here with the first base, third base coach runner at first. Mario and Rivera, who's going to be coming to bat. I want to get away. Mario now down to second. Rivera 0 for 2. Sacrifice back in the first, but 2 ground out since then. 1 to the shortstop, 1 to the pitcher. Now in a position for another sacrifice. So he can push Mario over to third. Now it'll come inside. Now 2-1. Now 3-1 for Rivera. Now check on Mario. He'll get back. I'm trying to sacrifice over, and he can't get the bunt down. It'll be a full count. Maybe a touch of the rain starting to come back. And that one shot over to short. Gifford making the play. No. It's going to be ruled safe. And there will be runners on the corners. We'll wait the scoring decision. We'll take another look at it. It looked like Gifford might have been able to. No, it's definitely behind. Rivera running well. Runners at the corners. We'll see. 1 for 2. Single back in the third, a walk in the fourth, ground out in his first at bat. Wiltsey will pop this one up, and it should be an won't be an infield fly, but will be an out nonetheless. So the runners will stay at the corners. Now the runner taking off to second, and nobody catching it. And I'm wondering if time had not been called. It seems as if time would have been called after the out. Yeah, and that's, well, no time was called, so it'll be second and third when we return. There's a pitching change coming. We'll catch up with that in just a bit. Take another look at the great job by Rivera. He just kind of sees everybody just heading back. Umpires watching him the whole way, and he's safe at second. Just read the play perfectly. Not sure if he heard anything from his first base coach or if he just did that one on his own, but perfectly done. And coming in for relief is going to be number 21. Seth Brody out of Pflugerville. Fourth appearance on the year. Trying to hold this to a 7-6 game. He can get out of this inning with a double play. He's got Ricky Voss to deal with. He's 2 for 2. Had a laser shot, 2-run homer. Back in the third. He walked in the fourth. That one's going to go all the way to the backstop, and sliding home in front of the play is going to be Moreo. Rivera down to third. It's now an 8-6 lead. And Voss happy for his teammate, but it feels like maybe he lost an RBI here. We'll have to see how his at-bat goes. This one getting past Stevens. And the slide in from Moreo, well ahead of the throw. Now Voss with the runner on third. One down. And that'll miss. 2-0. Voss gets underneath this one, lifts it. It's foul territory over by third base. Coming in is Gifford. He'll make the play. And so Voss does not get an RBI, 2 in scoring position. But NJCU does bring across 1 on the wild pitch. And it is 8-6. As Juan Pena steps in. Over 2 with a walk. And that's going to be booted. And that will allow another run to come around. It's 9-6 for the Knights. Didn't have the best angle on it to see if it just took a bad hop or if it was indeed an error. Another look. And it just looked like Gifford got over there and couldn't quite corral it. Like the scoring decision, the runner goes. And Pena is safe. Valentin at the plate. One for 3, but it was a big one. Got us started. 3-run shot back in the first. Looking to have another home run on that swing. They have given an error to Gifford on the last play. Runner goes. And at this point, it's just the runners are reading the pitchers. They are having a track meet out there. Now a runner at third. 90 feet away. Pass ball or a wild pitch probably scores another. And JCU looking for their first victory this year. Heard Payne already at 7-10. That one's going to miss low, now 3-1. Two runs across here in the sixth already for the Knights. Valentin will look at ball 4, and there are 2 on with 2 down. And Leo Colon stands in. He's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a fly out. And the sophomore will take for ball 1. That one's ripped into center field. That'll score 1. Valentin will stop at second. Colon with the RBI single. He is now 1 for 4 on the day, and it is 10-6 Gothic Knights. This one just left out over the middle of the plate. Laced into center. Leo Colon with his first hit, he drives in the run, and Luis Luna get his second at bat. Excuse me, this will be his first at bat. He was the pinch runner a few innings ago. A big swing for Luna. The 0-2 in the dirt. Runners hold. There's a 7-6 lead at the start of the top of the 6th. 3 have come across. Still 1 more in scoring position. Brody. Check the runners once again. That'll miss outside, now 2-2. See, Stevens wanted it. It was just a touch low. Brody delivers. That is called strike 3. And after 5.5, the Knights have extended their lead to 10-6. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 6th in just a bit. Donovan Arroyo will check in, 4.5 ERA, and his early action this season. He'll be facing off against R.J. Roberts. And the Lumberjack looking to get something going here for the Yellow Jackets. As Robert steps in. See the center fielder playing all the way over in. I was about to say, you see the center fielder playing all the way over in left center, and he now has to come all the way back over to right center. It was a huge outfield shift put on. And Roberts pops it up and is taking that one to right center. And Juan Pena with a bit of a cross-country trek to pull that one down. That's going to take us now to Stephen Pruitt with one down. Pruitt's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Arroyo not getting the spot. Now behind 2-0. Howard Payne hosting Blackburn tomorrow up in Brownwood. 1 o'clock start for that one. It's a quick turnaround here for the Knights. 7 o'clock, they take on the 4th-ranked Trinity Tigers. Called strike on 3-1. They'll play it again tomorrow. That one's set for 2 o'clock local time, San Antonio. A 5-pitch walk for Pruitt. That'll take us to Gifford. It's 2 for 3 on the day. Triple and a single, and then flew out to right. He's hit the ball well. He's flashed the leather a little bit of times and committed a few errors, and he's pretty much had a day that you would typically think of for a Division III shortstop. Pretty good at the plate, highs and lows out in the field. That one is roped but foul. That one will go into right field. And advancing to second on the throw is going to be Gifford. Let's see how they scored. I believe it's going to be scored a single. Well, we'll check. Meanwhile, it's second and third with only one down here for Howard Payne. Get another look. This one roped into right field. And he hesitates there on the throw. He's going to advance to second. That'll be a single for Gifford. It's now 3 for 4. And there's a man standing in with 2 doubles today. Seth Stevens, 2 for 3. Got an RBI in his first at-bat and scored a run in his third. Now the 1-1 count. Lined out to left field back in the third inning. His only non-double of the game. That one's left up. Now 2-1. Fouled off, even to the count at 2. And Arroyo in a bit of a jam. Runners on second and third. Got Roberts out early on. And a walk and a single. Now finds himself in a spot. Now 2-2 with Stevens. That one left out on the outer part. That'll get through the middle. It's going to be a single for Stevens. And coming around to score is going to be both Pruitt and Gifford. It's a 2 RBI single for Stevens, who's now 3 for 4. And the 6 and 7 spots doing their job here for Howard Payne. And Paleo due up. It's 10-8. Jersey City. See if we're going to have a pitching change or if it's, and it will be a pitching change. We're going to take a short break. Be right back in just a bit. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 down, 10-8. New Jersey City on top. And John Putter into the game for the Gothic Knights. First pitch in for a strike. He's facing off against David Paleo. Paleo 0 for 2 today. Also hit by a pitch. Lifts that one. And Rivera bangs into Moreo once again. This time it's Moreo making the catch at short. There's 2 down. Pinch hitter is going to be Jared Pollock. Pollock making his first at-bat. I believe he came in defensively in the last half inning. But we'll check on that. Batting 185, 2 RBIs and 3 runs this year. But in a spot to tie the game with a swing, 2 down here in the 6th. Going a little too far outside, make it 2-0. Putter coming in, getting second out of the inning rather quickly. But Pollock making him work. That'll miss 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Pollock. Will take us back to the top of the order. And it's going to be 2 on for Wirt. Carson Wirt's 0 for 2 today. He's been hit by a pitch twice. 5th plate appearance. Been on twice. Bottom drops out of that one. It'll be ball 1. Breaking ball misses. Putter hasn't thrown a strike since getting Paleo to pop up 7 pitches ago. Check on the runner. Stevens at second. And the 7th consecutive ball now by Putter. Eight in a row. That one gets away. Stevens jogging down the third. Not interested with the pass ball. So it'll just be another 4-pitch walk back-to-back to the 9-1 spots. And that's going to bring up Nolan Box. But before we get there, we're going to have another pitching change, I believe. Might be too soon for a pitching change. Might be just to settle Putter down.
4 straight. You got a lot of patience up there.
And so Box, yeah, it looks like maybe just a conversation to settle him down. Bases will be loaded for Box.
See it late, right back up the middle. See it late.
Box 0 for 3, reached on an error in the first, walked in the second, grounded out to third, back in the 4th, and in the 5th he popped on an infield fly to the first baseman. But all of that can be completely forgotten. And I stand corrected once again. It's going to be Noah Coronado pinch hitting. 6 RBI, 3 runs on the year, 368 average. On base plus slugging, 847, highly respectable. Catcher standing in. Maybe in a spot to put the Yellow Jackets back up on top. It's like for a strike. 1-1. Coronado ahead in the count now, 2-1. Potter delivers a strike. This one shot over. Rivera will take it at second, touch the bag ahead of Wirt, and escaping out of the jam will be Putter and the Gothic Knights. We head to the seventh. It's 10-8. New Jersey City on top. Top of the seventh, and Dan McLaughlin's going to lead us off. He's 0 for 1. Also drew a walk back in the third inning. And a double play back in the fifth. 1 for 8 on the year. Seth Brody's still in there for the Yellow Jackets. He misses his first 2 deliveries. And getting the strike, it's 2-1. It'll be a full count for McLaughlin. The payoff pitch sent into center, and camping out underneath it is going to be McKay. McLaughlin gave it a good ride, but he'll be retired for the first out of the inning. That'll take us to Michael Moreo. One more look. McLaughlin, he was left up out over the plate. Just got a little bit too far underneath it. First pitch swinging for Moreo. He'll send that one into the gap. McKay can't make the play on that one. And Moreo who was 0 for 1 with a pair of or 3 walks, will be on base once again, this time with a base hit. He's been on base 4 out of 5 times today. That'll bring up Brandon Rivera. 0 for 3. He's had a sacrifice, reached on an error his last time up. Check swing and fouled off. It'll be 0-2. Brody came in with an out in the 6th, got the final 2. He's now gone a full inning of work. He's given up 2 hits and a run. Also issued a walk. Checks Moreo over at first with a ball pop out of the glove and keeps him close. Payne going to the lefty here, hoping to keep the runners at bay just a touch. Both teams have stolen quite a few bases, and Rivera's going to send that one down the left field line, and it will be a double for Rivera, and it'll be second and third for the Knights. We'll see if that's going to be it for Brody. 10-8 your score here in the 7th. Be a mound visit, and that is it for Seth Brody. So he's responsible for the 2 still on. We'll be back for the pitching change in just a bit. There's a shot by Rivera that got us to the pitching change and ended the day for Seth Brody. And the new man out there for Yellow Jackets is going to load the bases on his first pitch. Landon Blass, 9.53 ERA on the year, 6th appearance out of Irving MacArthur. Will now have loaded bases as Justin Wiltsey will be hit by a pitch. Well, take us to Ricky Voss. Voss already has a home run on the day. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. 2 for 3, and he's bumped the average up. He's also got a walk. And he fouled out to the shortstop. Runner on third, his last appearance. That one will skip through Stevens. And back-to-back plate appearances for Voss. That pass ball / wild pitch is going to allow a run to score. Make it 11-8 for the Knights. Once again, that scoreboard will update the end of this at bat. Now the 1-1 for Voss. 2 on, second and third. That one missing inside, 2-1. Make it 2-2 as that one's fouled back. And that'll miss down low. Full count. First base is empty. It's 11-8 for the Knights. Voss on the ground, foul. So we'll do the full count all over again. Action for the Knights, possibly for the bottom half of the 7th. It's going to be a strikeout for Blass. Voss goes down swinging, and there's 2 down here in the 7th. Juan Pena, he'll step to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Looks like he's due for a hit at some point. Reached on a walk in the first. Reached on an error back in the 6th inning. Credited with an RBI. Inside for a strike. Soto, what a snag, but second, but he's unable to get it out of the glove. And Palaio's inability to get that over to first will allow another run to score. You're going to have to see how that is scored, as this was a hot shot up the hole. And just unable to come out with it, so they'll leave runners on the corners, but a 12-8 score. And they're going to give Pena his first single And another RBI for Juan Pena. Already has a 3-run homer today. Steps up with 2-1. Miguel Valentin. And he has been swinging for the fences his last few plate appearances. And he does let that pitch go by. It'll be 0-1 as Blas. I thought he might have gotten out of the inning on the last batter, but his day continues. Breaking ball will get away. That's going to allow another run to score as Wiltsey will come across. Over to second will be Pena. 13-8 for the Knights. It'll be fouled off. It'll be 1-2. That'll miss outside. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Knights have scored all but the second and fifth innings. That one's chopped foul. Valentin will lay off. Full count. Strike 3 looking, and that will do it for the top of the 7th. But 2 more come across for the Gothic Knights. They lead by 4 as we have reached stretch time here in San Antonio. Howard Payne will be coming to the plate in the bottom half, down 13-8. In to pitch for the Knights is going to be Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor, got a first pitch swinging here. He'll be fouled out of play, so it'll be strike one for Jonathan McKay. McKay 1 for 2 today. Single back in the first inning and a walk in the fourth. Sacrifice in the second. Chopper fielded nicely by Taylor. Over to Voss for the out. And Taylor. The PFP for the first out. And then nice leap to make that play. Now deals with RJ Roberts. Roberts 1 for 4 today. Just about his average. Had a single back in the first. Strikeout, ground out, and fly out. Big swing there, and it's fouled off. It'll be 0-2. Looks like maybe a breaking ball. Catcher calling for time. See if it's going to be the same pitcher if he changes it up. Changes it up, and that one is smoked out into center field. It's going to be right at Juan Pena. And Roberts will be retired for the 4th time today. To the plate. Let's take another look at the Roberts. He launched it out into center, but Pena maybe moved 5 steps. First pitch swinging for Stephen Pruitt. Be out of play. It'll be strike one. Pruitt 0 for 2 today, but batting .375 on the year. The breaking ball just missing. You got one side asking the ump to pull the trigger, and you got the other side of the fans saying it was a great call. That breaking ball missing the zone as well. That one looked to be a bit inside. The other one looked to be just a bit high. So 2-1. Fastball, laced, foul. And it's 2-2 now to Pruitt. Taylor, the breaking ball. That was too far in. Taylor wanted it. Everybody else wanted it. Taylor's laughing.
Hey, when did you wake up?
And Pruitt has another chance. Breaking ball. He chases. This is going to be popped up. Coming in is McLaughlin at third. He'll make the play. And we have a 1-2-3 inning here for the bottom of the 7th. Took a few frames, but we finally got there. We'll be back for the 8th in just a bit. Top of the 8th, and in for the Yellow Jackets going to be Corey Owen, making his 6th appearance. 9 Ks, 2 walks, and an outstanding whip of just .5. He's yet to give up an earned run on the year. He steps in. It's Leo Colon. Colon 1 for 4. Single and an RBI back in the 6th. That one brought inside. Didn't get the call. Be 2-2.
Pretty good toss right there.
That one ropes back up the middle, and it will go for a single. Now 2 for 5 is Cologne. And the leadoff man aboard for the Knights here in the 8th. I'll bring up Luno's 0 for 1. Struck out back in the 6th. Came in as a pinch runner. First pitch going to be laid down. They're going to go to 2 for 1. Back to 1. No. Can't pull the double play off the attempted sacrifice. And Luna will be given a fielder's choice. So he reaches first. Cologne is retired at second. And just too much on the bunt. Just put right back at Owen. He's able to make the play. Almost able to turn 2. Pinch hitter for NJC is going to be Tyler Springett. First year hitting 167, so I assume he's 1 for 6 on the year. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Runner goes. Owen overthrows. Nice stop by Stevens. But Luna will be down at second. Another stolen base. It's going to be the 9th of the game for Jersey City. And now 3-1 for Springett. There's ball 4. 2 aboard now for the Knights. They're back to the top of the order. Michael Moreo. Moreo officially 1 for 2, 3 walks. Back to second. Coming in safely is Luna. Have to double check, but I'm almost certain this is the first 0-2 count for Moreo today. Stays alive. It'll be a pop-up for Moreo. He'll be 1 for 3. And his counterpart up the middle will step in. Brandon Rivera, 1 for 4 on the day. That one hit, a big double back in the 7th. He's scored his last 2 plate appearances. He reached on an error in the 6th, doubled and scored a run in the 7th. That one delivers. This one chopped over to second. Fielded by Paleo. Over to Roberts. And we're scoreless through the top of the 8th. 13-8 though, after 7.5. We'll be back for the bottom half in just a bit. After a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th, Jonathan Taylor still out there in the 8th. And he delivers a strike to get us started. It's going to be Derek Gifford, 3 for 4 on the day. 5 RBI on the year, 3 of those coming in the first inning. That one's going to be rolled over to Voss, and he'll take it just ahead of the graphic there at first base. And second time today, Gifford is retired. Taylor cruising, 4 consecutive outs. Could be in line if he's able to continue working the way that he has for a 3-inning save. Stevens, first pitch swinging over to second. 1 pitch, 1 out. They're 2 down in the inning. Wow. Jonathan Taylor providing Jersey City with the type of pitching that they've been looking for. Owen, on the other hand, also coming in strong. Pinch hitter. Joey Villarreal. Villarreal batting .375 on the year, 7 RBI, 10 runs scored. Taylor's going to miss for the first time. He's thrown a couple of balls, but that's been his first big miss. That one a bit high. 5-run cushion here for the Knights. We'll see if Voss and Pena will look to add to that if they can get out of here with the 5-run lead when we see them in the 9th. That one will miss. Now 3-0 to the pinch hitter, Joey Villarreal. Four-pitch walk. First base runner allowed by Jonathan Taylor today. Looks like it's to the 9 spot. Jared Pollock due up. Pollock 0 for 0 with a walk today. Curveball drops in for strike 1. Tries another one. That was a bit too far in. That one will miss. And the runner will take second. 2-1. And for Taylor, 5-run lead here in the 8th. The runner of no consequence. Pitcher's job here is just to secure the out, attack the hitter. Let's see if he can get Pollock. Currently ahead in the count, 2-1. A little bit one off of that, and it's 2-2. Pollock looks in. Taylor needs just one more strike. That's going to hit Pollock, and it's going to be first and second, still 2 down. But signs of life and hope now for Howard Payne, down 5. They have 2 on. They're back to the top of the order. It's going to be Wirt. He's 0 for 2, and he's been hit twice by pitches with a walk. He's been on base 3 times, including his last 2 plate appearances in the 5th and the 6th innings. Take strike 1. That one's rolled over to the left side. Voss will take, and he will beat Wirt to the bag. Another scoreless inning here from Jonathan Taylor. He's pitched 7th and the 8th for the Knights. Go to the 9th. It's a 5-run lead for New Jersey City. Wiltsey 1 for 3 on the day. Second pitch, swinging into the outfield. He's going to get it just beyond the reach of Villarreal at second. And Justin Wiltsey will have a single off of Corey Owen. Now 2 for 4. I'll bring up Voss. 2 for 4 with the home run. Wiltsey will take a free 90 down. Corey Owens given up 2 hits so far in this outing. But he gets a strike called. He'll be 1-1 against Voss. Big swing coming up empty. Yeah, the Knights' first baseman and Ricky Voss down to a strike. And this at bat, 1-2. Owen leaves it over the middle of the plate. This one into left center. Going out and making a diving attempt. Coming up empty is going to be Wirt. McKay will get to it and bring it back in, but it's going to be an RBI double to bring around Justin Wiltsey for Ricky Voss, who is now 3 for 5 on the day with a home run and a double. The Gothic Knights make it 14-8. This one was just left up in the zone, out over the middle of the plate, into the left center field gap. It was a heck of an attempt by Wirt to bring that one down, but he was unable to do so. Juan Pena. It's 1 for 4 on the day. Started off with a walk, had a ground out, another ground out, but it scored an RBI. Reached on an error, was given an RBI. Then had a single, given an RBI. His last 3 plate appearances, he's brought people around. Be good news if you're a Gothic Knights fan. You got Voss over at second. The 0-2. Left up high and outside. Again, Howard Payne in action tomorrow, back at home up in Brownwood. 1 o'clock start. That one lifted, center field. Catch is made by McKay. It's going to advance the runner. Voss now standing on third with 1 down. New Jersey City in action. They'll turn it around, take a short break, and they'll be back 7 o'clock here Central Time. Take on the Trinity Tigers. It's 8 o'clock for everybody back home in New Jersey. Miguel Valentin is going to show bunt. Pops it up. That one just out of reach for Stevens. Valentin 1 for 4. It's now a 6-run cushion for the Knights. A couple of the Trinity players making their way down. BP will start here momentarily. Following the conclusion of this game. That one's left outside. Voss is going to come around. 15-8. The Knights on top. That'll be fouled off. Stevens will hand deliver the ball to Owen. Give him some words of encouragement. He's got a 1-2 count. And that one's laced into left field for a single. Valentin. Now 2 for 5 on the day. He's got a single almost picked off for a big turn. Got a single to go with his home run. And the inning continues here for the Gothic Knights. We're going to get substitutions for NJCU. Due up was Leo Colon, but 2 for 5 today, and this one feeling like it should be in hand for the Knights. Maybe give him a little bit start of the rest for game 2. Get somebody else a little bit of action. Looks like it's going to be Kelvin Araju. And Araju will be making his first appearance. Takes outside, now 2-0. Araujo getting a swing onto that one and foul it out of play. It'll be 2-2. Owen sets. Holds for the runner. Now delivers. That one laced into right field. Just foul. He might have had his first collegiate hit, but comes up just short. Or just wide. He's back in there with a 2-2 count. Owen deals. That's low. No. Catches the bottom of the zone. It'll be a called strike 3. There are 2 down. Over 2, stepping in, Luna struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch down in the zone, be 1-0. 2 down. Valentina on first. Explains the change in delivery times here for Owen. Trying to hold the runner. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Luna will swing through. Owen with another K. Back to back to in the top of the ninth. We head to the final frame for Howard Payne. They'll need 7 to keep it going, 8 to walk it off. We'll be back in just a bit. Bottom of the ninth, it's going to be Jonathan Taylor once again for New Jersey City. He's going to get started up against Coronado, who's 0 for 1 today. Had a fielder's choice back in the 6th. Taylor can't get the first 3 across. Did have a walk in the last inning. It's the only base runner he's allowed after 2 innings of pitching. We have 4-pitch walk for Coronado. And into the heart of the order for Howard Payne. McKay batting third will step in. One for 3 with a walk and a sacrifice. RBI. Breaking ball misses, spikes into the dirt, and that's going to allow Coronado down to second. Takes that big turn, but retreats. Taylor now 5 consecutive balls to start the 9th inning. Has a large cushion, but not the way you want to start. (15-8). Knights on top. Called strike will be 2-1. Roberts awaits on deck. You see action there for New Jersey City in their bullpen. Taylor can finish the inning. He's got a 3-inning save. That one floated out into center. Camping out underneath is Payne. Has it. Coronado's going to tag on the play and gets just ahead of the throw. Skirts by Moreo playing over at third now as Springett moved over to short. A runner at third. One down. And another opportunity here for Roberts. 1 for 5 today. Single back in the first inning, then struck out, ground out, fly out, and a line out. He's done everything but walk. Ropes that one into left field. It'll be an RBI single. He's 2 for 6. And it'll be 15-9. Just past the diving reach of Springett. Give way for Pruitt. Stephen Pruitt still looking for that first hit today. A couple of walks. And he's laced that one into the gap. Roberts rounding second over to third. They're going to keep him going. Pruitt in with a triple. And it's now 15-10. One down here in the bottom of the ninth. Now we've got a pitching change, and we'll take another look at Pruitt's triple. Just laced it out into the gap. I said Roberts is running. They had a pinch runner. It was number 16 scoring the run. Or, excuse me, number 26. Johnny Cravey scoring the run there for Roberts. And so coming up 2 outs short of the 3-inning save for Taylor. We're going to go to the pen for New Jersey City. TJ McFarland will be your pitcher when we return. Derek Gifford, first pitch swinging, foul. So he comes in against TJ McFarland. McFarland looking to shut it down here. 5-run lead. Relief for Jonathan Taylor, who came in the 7th, pitched a perfect 1-2-3 7th. Gave up a walk in the 8th. Started getting hit a little bit here in the 9th. Breaking ball and miss. It'll be 1-1. Yellow Jackets trying to extend this game. They're 7-10 on the year. See if they can scratch across. They just got to continue to do it batter by batter. Gifford. Big swing, comes up empty. Breaking ball catches him off guard. Gifford's 3 for 5 today. 3-run triple back in the first inning. Single in the 6th, single in the 3rd. And it's 1-2. Pruitt stands on third base, responsibility of Taylor. McFarland delivers. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Following Gifford will be Stevens. He's also 3 for 5 today. A pair of doubles and a single. Ball 3. Full count now for Gifford. Gifford will foul off, ball 4. Can't afford to go down swinging, so. Let's see these guys reaching for pitches that they normally wouldn't. That'll suit McFarland just fine. Comes back with a breaking ball, and that will retire Gifford down on strikes. There are 2 down here in the 9th. And the series of last hopes will begin with Seth Stevens. Two doubles, a single, 3 RBI today for Stevens. And before we get to Stevens, we're actually going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Riley McGee. McGee, first pitch swinging down the left field line. That'll be fair. No, they're going to say foul. So it'll be 0-1 for McGee. Get a good look at it here. Oh. Umpire with the arm out to one side and then definitively makes his call for a foul. I couldn't tell from here. And the breaking ball in for strike 2. McFarland 1 pitch away from giving New Jersey City their first win of the year. And it'll wait. Swung on and fouled off. That one will be popped up. Foul territory, right field. Voss goes back, makes the catch, and that will do it. New Jersey City, 15-10 over Howard Payne here in San Antonio. They will get their first win of the season. They will improve to 1-6. Howard Payne will fall to 7-11. That will do it for us here. Be back here for the 7 o'clock game with New Jersey City and Trinity University. That game coming up in about 2 hours and 10 minutes. And once again, Howard Payne in action tomorrow back at home. New Jersey City here in 2 hours or so. We'll have that one for you here on the Tiger Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy we could bring you today's action between Howard Payne and New Jersey City. Have a great night.